Good morning, Ravens, and welcome to Atherton on Air. I'm Carmen Everson.
And I'm Layla Salahovic. Here's what's trending.
There's a lot happening outside the walls of Atherton High School that's important to be wary of.
Audra Barbieri takes us through an update on the Demar Hamlin and the tank sent to Ukraine with our unfiltered news.
Good morning, and welcome to Atherton on Air's Unfiltered. January 29th, Buffalo Bills safety Demar Hamlin spoke for the first time since suffering a near-fatal cardiac arrest during a game against the Cincinnati Bengals.
Now that my brothers have closed out a strong winning season, as I continue to make so much progress recovering, I think it's finally a good time to share a few things. I think it was important for me to wait and speak publicly at the right time, as it was just a lot to process within my own self, mentally, physically, even spiritually. What happened to me on Monday Night Football, I feel is a direct example of God using me as a vessel to share my passion and my love directly from my heart with the entire world. And now I'm able to give it back to kids and communities all across the world who need it the most. And that's always been my dream. That's always been what I stood for and what I will continue to stand for.
Hamlin's injury and subsequent recovery have created a sense of both unity and community. Now taking a look at international headlines, the war in Ukraine rages on. Almost a year after the start of the conflict, President Biden shares the United States has decided to, after a long-standing refusal, send weapons to Ukraine to aid defenses against Russian advances, in part of a larger effort being carried out by NATO countries. On January 25th, President Biden streamed an address on the U.S.'s continued and now military aid and support for Ukraine. During the stream, Biden shared plans to send 31 Abrams tanks as part of the larger efforts of NATO to, as Biden explained, aid Ukraine in defending its sovereignty and territorial integrity. For Atherton on Air's Unfiltered, I'm Audra Barbieri.
Thanks for keeping us in the loop, Audra.
Here at Atherton, we have many creative students in our visual arts program. Many students were recognized for their visually stunning pieces. Ethan Ballard covers the Scholastic Arts recognition.
Atherton may not be well known for their visual arts program, but there are still several young award-winning artists in our school. Here we talk to some of the Scholastic Art Fair winners. Honorable mention winners Ella Brock and Josephina Malayan talk about the Scholastic Art Fair and their inspirations.
Basically, it's a national competition where different art pieces are submitted and compete against each other. And there are 3 different awards: gold key, silver key, and honorable mentions. And you can win for either portfolios of pieces or one individual piece. My inspiration for the piece was the different emotions and almost the wilting of it and the way that grief comes and goes and the layers of it.
The inspiration was just my brain, because my portfolio, it surrounds intrusive thoughts, so all that I made is like up here.
You can see the gold pieces from February 3rd through the 26th at the KMAC Museum. You can also see the silver and honorable mentions from February 13th through March 17th at U of L.
It's great to see students excel in their interests. Speaking of excelling, let's hear from Miss Gimbel about the Freshman of the Week.
I'd like to nominate Matthew Barkley. He is just a wonderful addition to my 7th period, a great way to end the day. Matthew is inquisitive. He's a very curious learner. I have him in Algebra 1, and he's very respectful towards his teachers, and he values good education. I'm just really delighted to have him in my 7th period. He's a great student.
Excited that I was nominated as Freshman of the Week. I feel pretty just happy in general.
Congrats, Matthew Barkley, for your nomination. It's great to see Baby Ravens going above and beyond.
Now let's go to Devin Seabury with the athletic side of Atherton with the sports update.
Welcome back to your Atherton Sports Update. Here recently, our girls basketball team had a hard fight but fell up just short to Eastern with the final score of 29-30. Looking forward, they play Sacred Heart at Sacred Heart on Thursday the 9th. Our varsity boys team lost against Trinity but looks to bounce back tomorrow versus Central Hardin. They also play Tuesday at home versus Manual, so be sure to come out and support. February 1st was National Signing Day, and Atherton had a few signees of their own. Layla Salahovic and Aggie O'Brien both committed to Spalding for soccer. Rachel Robinson committed to EKU for soccer as well. Trenton Sperling committed to Kentucky State for football, and Indigo Smallwood committed to El Mura for field hockey. Getting the opportunity to play at the collegiate level is a huge accomplishment, so congratulations to all of those who did. That's all for this week. I'm Devin Seabury, and this was your Atherton Sports Update.
Thanks for the update, and keep defending the nest, Ravens.
That's all the time we have for today. For Atherton on Air, I'm Layla Salahovic.
And I'm Carmen Everson.
Keep it real, Ravens!